Hey females! So welcome back to an episode of Fatal Film Friday. In today's case, we're actually going to be discussing a case out of Mexico. As far as some of the comments that I've gotten from these past few videos, they're surprisingly doing really well. And I've been noticing I've been getting a lot of views lately, which, again, I'm very grateful for. Everyone who's watched the video, even if it was for 30 seconds, thank you. We're one step closer to getting monetized. So thank you for that. I've noticed some of you saying that I need to change the background and that I also need to stop looking down. Sometimes I actually have so I'm recording this on one phone, but I'm reading my notes off the other phone. So if there's anything I forget, I kind of that's what I'm looking down at. And also the background. I'm currently in a closet right now. Yeah. So, because it's kind of the only place in the apartment that I can record, because it's a complicated story. But anyway, so yeah. So for the time being, I'm recording in the closet. I guess you guys don't like the white background. You kind of want something a little bit more, which, I understand. I would too. And so I'm currently looking for things that I feel would be a proper background for the channel. And so, yeah. So I just thought I'm seeing the comments. I'm hearting it to let you know that I saw it. I appreciate all the feedback. And so, yeah, let's just go and get started with this case.
You had your fun, but you're sorry now. You dressed me in white to just lay me down. I would've stayed till death took me out, but then you fucked up and gave me the gun. So I'll give you one more shot.
So of course we start with Maria, because of course, it's always gotta start with our killer. Always gotta start with the killer. So Maria Guadalupe Lopez Esquivel, I hope I pronounced that last part right, was said to be born sometime in March of 1998. I only saw this on one source, so I'm saying this allegedly, because I could not find her date of birth anywhere on any other site. So that could have been just made up, but 1998, it makes sense. But, so yeah, I'm saying allegedly was born sometime in March of 1998. And so Maria's dad was a farmer, and mom was a housewife. She was not born in the city, but she basically was raised in Tepalopec, which is, again, in Mexico where the story takes place, and where she was said to have actually been miserable. Apparently she was doing well in school academically, and so for some reason she basically dropped out and left in 2017 to join the Jalisco New Generation cartel. So yeah, this is one of those cartel cases. So I hope y'all appreciate me risking this. Even though this is public information, I hope you enjoyed it. So, here she's said to have fallen in love with Miguel Fernandez, who was a high-ranking baron. She was said to have joined for the fame, and within months she was somehow on the top, so I guess she was really, determined to prove, she knew what she was doing. And so she started showing off her fame and money on social media, which, big mistake, because I guess, most cartel members don't actually do that, but she decided we're going to be different, and so she was actually said to be an Instagram model, hence the title Instagram Model Cartel Leader. And so, sometime after that, she starts going with the name La Catrina, which apparently is from the Day of the Dead, which is a huge deal in Mexico. And so then afterwards, she would join a gang called Securitas, which apparently is a female-only gang, and they basically use young-looking females to lure men from rival gangs to eventually end up killing them, pretty much. So then, sometime after that, she became a leader and then a commander. Her team was responsible for carrying out several assassinations and kidnappings. On October 14, 2019, Mexican police would arrive to a house on a warrant, so they had a warrant to get into this house, when they would be massacred by La Catrina's squad. So Maria had a little squad, and then basically 13 cops ended up getting killed. Well, it says 13 or 14. The sources differ. And 9 cops were said to have gotten injured, and also 2 police cars were said to have got set on fire. And so somehow, it doesn't exactly say from what, but police had apparently heard her voice and knew that Maria was the one who was giving orders. So they knew they had to get her to basically take this whole thing down, because she's the leader. You gotta get the leader. And so on the fateful day of January 10th, 2020, so 3 years ago yesterday, wow, the National Guard got a tip about her location and went there and basically had a shootout. Maria would end up getting shot in the neck. It says jugular, but basically pretty much the neck. And she was taken to a helicopter and airlifted while her men were arrested. Now, the sources differ exactly how many men were there when the arrest happened. I think one said 5, one said 7, and another said 8. So just know some of her men were arrested, but apparently it's unclear as to how, like, exactly how many men were arrested, if that makes sense. And so their first names were released to the public, but their last names weren't released to the public due to, like, Mexico's due process laws. They ended up having to get airlifted to the hospital, not because of, like, how dangerous she was or anything. It was because apparently the roads going out of the town were blocked, and it's believed that rival gangs were doing that, so in hopes that she wouldn't get medical help in time and she would die. Which, ironically, she did end up actually doing only minutes after getting into the helicopter due to loss of blood. So Maria is now dead, okay, at 21 years old. And so it will be revealed that Maria was paying spies to give information to the cartel. So that way, apparently, and they were getting paid like $210 a week, which apparently is a lot more than what they normally get paid. And that's $210 US. So apparently normally they were getting paid about $70. So they were like, okay, cool. And apparently that's like a lot over there. So yeah, so that was the case of the Instagram model who was also a cartel leader. I hope you guys really liked it. I really thought it was interesting. Sadly, it doesn't have a lot of information, but you know, I mean, it's someone in the cartel, so it's not that surprising. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you with the next video. Bye. You think that I'm crazy, I know. You wanna just leave me, let go. Blood on my hands, you're already dead, but I'll give you one more shot. Your body is cold, but I'm hot. You think that I'm playing, I'm not. You know how this ends, I'll put you to rest with one more shot. I used to hold you all through the night till I saw the purple under your eyes. Oh, I'm not surprised. You're still doing drugs, but like to pretend that you and that girl were only just friends. I saw the whole truth, that bruise on your neck. Oh, I could just kill you with